Hello everyone, this is John from the Electro Depot, and today I'm going to be making a very good tutorial that I think a lot of electronic artists today do not properly understand how to do. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you basically how to do, I'm going to be telling you all about Sawtooth. They can be leads, they can be chords. I personally use Sawtooth for chords. So the first thing that we're going to do is create a new project or open up a current one if you have one. I'm going to do an empty project. And we're going to create a software instrument. And first thing that I like to do, I'm going to create a basic MIDI sequence. So I'm going to create this. Going to go to the piano roll. We're going to do a C, G, F chord progression. So we're going to do, let's see. And we're going to take this out for a full measure. Then do a G chord. Make sure that you got these on the right notes here, G. Okay, and I'm going to make this half a measure. Okay, so now that we have that, I'm just going to loop this and see what we get. Okay, so now we're going to go over here, and you by default have the EVP88 electric piano. We're going to change this to an ES2. I prefer the ES2 because it's very manipulable. Okay, so we obviously want this to be poly because we're going to want to be playing chords. So for the first oscillator, I change it from sine to saw 1. If I can find saw 1, there it is, saw 1. I'm going to move the fader down here into like the dead center. Then I make this next sine saw 2. You don't want to make them all saw 1. You want to give it some dimension, okay? So then, let's find saw 2. These are kind of hard to scroll through. Saw 2, okay? And for this one, for oscillator 3, you want to make it saw 3. Oops, I made it Vox 4. And the way you change that basically is just right-clicking. Okay? So next you're going to want to bump down this analog here because you don't want to give it that electronic feel. Okay, so that's what we have so far. We're going to change this thing here to series. We don't want it on parallel. I prefer to have it just on series. Or I guess this is parallel and the other one series. So we're going to move the cutoff all the way up and bump the resonance down to like here. Point it to like 10 o'clock. We're going to make this side on the low and make this side fat with 12 decibels. Okay. And over here on the sine level, bump that all the way down with the intensity up a little bit and the speed all the way down. And then put this to chorus. Set this to soft. And let's see. Okay. And you're going to want to change down here in the envelope section. Set all these to off. Okay. And if you press caps lock, you can see that we're starting to get that nice warm feeling. So yeah, I just cut all these off. Just like that, okay? And the rest of it is pretty much done. So you want to, and you want to make sure this is about 12 voices for the poly. Okay, so we'll play this and see what we get. So that sounds really nice. Another thing, if you want to make this more, this is more of a hard chords. If you want to make this a little bit more warm and mellow, you can apply an Apple audio unit called Bandpass, which is a good distortion plugin. You're going to want to bring this out to the width of about roughly 5,000 cents and move it past down here towards the other side, towards the left side. I like to keep the frequency at 375 hertz in the sense at roughly 5,500 cents. Okay, and that's pretty much it. You can manipulate it and tweak this in different ways that you like here in the ES2. You can drag up the glide to where it creates a nice smooth transition between the notes. I like to keep my attack down just a little. Because I like to go bump, bump. I like to be very crisp and precise. Okay? Anyways, guys, that's pretty much how you can make this Sawtooth chord progression. I hope that this was a helpful tutorial. And I would also like to give a shout out to Stephen Ganley for being a really good fan to the Electro Depot. You can check out my page at http or just facebook.com/electrodepot to check out all of my project information. If you could give my page a like, that would be really nice. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you later.